Hello everybody, and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2019 clown-themed horror film Clown. No, not this clown, this clown. This is a film that is written and directed by Eric Forsberg, and it essentially, well, I'll get this out there straight away, it's an asylum film. So make of that what you will. Asylum are renowned for making very, very low budget horror films that usually are, well, films in general, action, horror, you name it, that aren't particularly of good quality. And this film focuses on, well, the clue's in the title really, this uninspired title, Clown. Now, clown movies are a dime a dozen these days, and since It was such a big hit a couple of years ago, and there's another It coming out next month, I think we're going to be inundated with a few more clown features over the next couple of years. Does this add anything new to this horror subgenre, clown horror films? No, not at all. And it focuses on this film, and you get some clumsy setup at the beginning, and it's set in 1994, where this circus kind of sets up in this American town, but the townspeople don't want them there. So for some bizarre reason, they don't really explain particularly well, the townspeople decide, they're going to kill them all. And which is you see some glimpse of that at the beginning. However, there is one of them that survives, a psychopathic child who likes to dress up like a clown. And then it jumps forward 25 years, and then there are a bunch of kids who are heading off to a music festival. One of them needs to take a pee, so out he gets of the car, and that's the last they see of him, because he likes to wander off and take pictures of wildlife and post them on his Instagram account for some bizarre reason. And he wanders off and he discovers this abandoned carnival circus town, if you like, and then it's not as abandoned as they may think. As that young boy that likes to dress up like a clown, who was a bit of a psychopath 25 years ago. Well, guess what? After 25 years on his own in this town, is a little bit more of a psychopath, and he essentially traps and hunts down all these kids one by one. Yeah, not a very, very inspired storyline here. Now, I've seen a few asylum films, and I can't honestly put my hand on my heart and say any of them have been of any decent quality. So I wasn't expecting anything different here, and we don't get that at all. Like I said, it is an incredibly clumsy setup at the beginning of the film, and then the way they get these kids into this abandoned town was so imbecilic and idiotic, you know what I mean? Following this guy who needed a wee, who wanders off into this town, and they all follow after him. It was just a bizarre way of doing it. It would have been a far better way to get him into this town if they actually were actually looking for it and searching for it for some kind of school project or something, rather than just stumbling across it in the way they did. It was ridiculous. And then this town is supposed to have been abandoned for 25 years, and yet, like the police caution tape that's up above the doors looks like it's been bought freshly from the local Halloween store. And the whole town's been decorated by, things that you would find in a pound shop, all over the place. Like, it's just cheap and uninspired set design. And then we have to deal with the actors' performances. Now, it's low budget, I get it, you can't afford top actors, and because they're using teenagers for the most part in this film, so imagine low budget, cheap teenage actors. What do you think is the level of acting you're going to get here? Well, yeah, you guessed it, not very good. So it's painful to watch. And then the clown itself, does it generate any fear? Is it sinister at all? Not really. It doesn't really. Like the Terrifier, that film, and things of that ilk. This guy wouldn't last 5 minutes in the room with some of these clowns that you see in these other movies. He was tame by comparison and just kind of traps these kids and has his fun with them, and yeah, as you can guess, I didn't like this film at all. Sometimes you can forgive low budget if they give you some genuine scares or they make some real effort with the film, and they clearly haven't here. They've just stolen an idea, a clown idea, tried to make it their own, because guess what, clown films are popular. Well, this film ain't going to be popular because it's absolute rubbish, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. I suggest you avoid it, don't watch it, and wait for it that's coming out next month instead, because trust me, you won't enjoy this film. So that's my review for Clown. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on Screen Stars.